So please help me welcome Duncan J, everybody.
Keep it going. Come on. Clap your hands. Keep it going. Keep it going for... Listen, he let us in his house. You guys realize he lives here? This is like his living room right now. You guys are just chilling. It's more like a church, though, let's be honest, right? A little churchy. But with a better vibe. Thank you. Yeah. So you guys are like, who the hell is this guy? I paid to see Liz. This is bullshit. I am a friend of hers. I've known Liz. We actually started comedy together way back in New York City. So I live down here, and she asked me to come out and entertain you guys for a little while. So I appreciate you guys being hospitable and let me doing that. It's going to be a lot of... How many people are here have heard of the Space Coast? Like over Brevard County, you guys know where yeah. So like 3 of you raised your hands. Everybody's like, oh, I think I've heard of it, yeah. Well, that's where I'm from. I live over on that coast right there. And it's funny because I didn't actually, if you've ever been over there, there's this little town that didn't exist when I left there. I left and went to New York. When I came back, that's when I got culture shock. Yeah, because this little town that didn't exist, this used to be a cow pasture that you went to after a heavy rain to pick mushrooms when you're in high school. And now I'm driving out there. There's a high school where I used to pick mushrooms. I'm fucking tripping. Right? And then it turns around that apparently my little Brevard County has a transit system. Yes, somebody said, what? Yes, and I noticed I used air quotes because I lived in New York City. There's a real transit system. And the thing is, though, is the Space Coast Area Transit. That's what they call themselves. And it sounds really fancy unless you use the acronym. Yes. Which is, if by the chuckles, I realize you realize it's SCAT. And that SCAT is another word for shit, which is exactly how these buses run. Right? And I'm just like sitting there. Who was on the board of directors that allowed this to be named? Right? I was like, well, there's only one thing that I could think of. They were all born in like the 20s and 30s, and they were like skibbity boop bop 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 ba doo ba up, that kind of scat. It'll be cool for the kids. Right? But I was like, there wasn't one redneck on that board. It's like, how you know scat's another word for shit, right? Because the reason they created this whole thing was because I live in an area that's known for its retirees. And in order for people to give up their licenses willingly, they need to have some independence. And I'm like, yeah, okay, you want to give people their independence, but who wants to ride on the shit bus? I mean, if you really want people to get on this bus, you got to rebrand it. Go down to brass tacks, okay? It's called Brevard County. You call it Brevard Area Transit, okay? Call the buses the Batmobile. Who don't want to ride on the Batmobile? Right? Either that or call it fentanyl, because everybody's getting on that these days. Oh, you guys are great. See, it's such a great audience already, I could tell. Usually I get a groan at that joke, and that's okay. Because if you groaned at it, it means you was freaking hilarious, but your parents taught you not to laugh at that, so it's on your mom and dad. Screw them. No, I'm just kidding, man. It's it's cool to be where I'm from, though, because I grew up there in the 80s and 90s when the shuttle was going up every Thursday. During Bush Senior and Reagan and everything, or economics, everything was Star Wars everywhere, man. It was crazy. But it was cool because every time you went to travel, you could tell people where you were from. You could be in the middle of Denver and people are like, where are you from? Like, where the space shuttle goes up? Yeah, well, that's my backyard. And literally it was. I mean, I can't tell you how many times that shuttle woke my ass up to get to school on time. But then the shuttle program went away, so we had to start trying to, actually tell people where we're from. And they're like, oh, well, where are you from? Oh, okay, well, we're about 45 minutes south of Daytona, about an hour east of, screw it, we're from Orlando. Just from Orlando. This is easier to say that shit. No, but now that, Elon Musk has come back, man, brought the space to the Space Coast. How you guys feel about Elon? By a round of applause. Give me, yeah, kind of how I feel. No, kind of exact. No, the entire audience feels exactly how I feel inside. Like half of you is like, ah. The other half is like, this might be the closest we ever get to a real life Tony Stark. You know what I mean? Like, he's sending out all the satellites to give us free internet. And I'm like, wait a minute, I've seen this fucking movie. Okay? I'm pretty sure James Bond shows up at the end, right? Some point. But then on the flip side of that coin, though, this is my real belief. Growing up right here in the, over on the Space Coast, seeing all I have, I firmly believe that Elon Musk is an alien. I don't mean like a Donald Trump from a different country alien. I mean from outer fucking space, okay? Outer space, bear with me. Think about it like this. Why else would you try to send a $100,000 Tesla to Mars? So you have a ride when you get home. I'm just saying, he's like E.T., but he's playing the long game, you know what I mean? Not gonna call nobody. He's gonna pull himself up by his bootstraps. Oh, man. How many people got kids here? You got kids? Yeah? Right there? That's your dad? Oh, they're all right there. Oh, your kids are right there. Okay. Anybody got teenagers? Teenagers? No? They're being shy as shit back there. Like, hey, don't talk to me. It's all right. What's up, Jonah Hill? How you doing, buddy? Come on. Nobody's ever called you that? Okay, never mind. I guess not. He doesn't even know I'm talking to him. It's fucking hilarious. So how old is your kid? 15? Boy, girl? Boy, girl, gay? I don't know. If you pick on a gay kid in a joke, apparently you're a cyberbully, and I don't want to do that shit again. No, the 15-year-old is a... Oh, you're the 15-year-old? Oh, shit, I'm confused. Everybody knew she was a 15-year-old, or it was just me? Because I was like, I didn't realize she was a 15-year-old. I was like, I said, how old's the kid? And you're like, 15. I was like, boy, girl, gay. She's like, I don't know. I haven't come out yet. So I do apologize for any confusion. I don't have kids. I don't. Well, see, I got in a lot of trouble when I was a kid. My mom jinxed me one day. She looked at me and said, I hope you have one just like you. But I used to come from that old school of ass whipping. I got my ass beat all the time. I used to get suspended from school all the time. Yeah. And when I got suspended from school, I thought I really thought that I had a day off. Yeah, my mom was like, nah, bruh. My mom was like the Elon Musk of punishments, okay? Just an evil genius, just made up shit as she went along, right? Like if my ass whippings were all thematic, if I didn't clean up the kitchen, she hit me with a cutting board or a wooden spoon. Some Italians in the house, I'd say, okay? If I didn't clean up the garage, she hit me with a boat oar or whatever was out there because I grew up here in Florida, right? But the worst was if I didn't clean up my room, she hit me with my own toys. You people have never been hit with a Hot Wheels track, okay? Yeah, some of y'all are laughing. He just had a flashback. He's just like, I remember that one time I made the loop-de-loop and had to pick Legos out of my toes because she wore my ass out with them. It's a true story. But my punishment for getting suspended was because was that I had to write verbatim out of the dictionary an entire letter for each day I was suspended. For those of you at the Florida Public School, verbatim means everything. I'm not trying to be condescending, which means talk down to you. I would never do that. I'm just making sure we're all on the same page. No, but I'm gonna be honest with you. As I've gotten older, my mom, because of my punishments, I got up to the S's in the dictionary, by the way. Yes, and I realize that now, although I didn't go to school that much that year, my mother's punishment has given me a very, very extensive vocabulary now. Yeah, that's the high side of it, you know what I mean? Very, very extensive vocabulary. So, I mean, I will mess you up with friends with words or Scrabble, whatever the kids are calling it. Anything between aardvarks and syphilis. I got this shit on lockdown. But I'm going to leave you with this, because I remember the first time I ever got suspended was for skipping school. Some of you do appreciate the irony of that. I took a day off. They gave me more days off. I was like, okay. Until I was like, I was in the principal's office, right? It was the 90s. I thought I was Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell. So I'm sitting there like, okay, Mr. Belding. He's like, my name is Sparks, whatever. I took a personal day here. and you didn't like it, so you're going to give me more days off for free. Where do I sign? Until he went to pick up the phone to call my mom, I was like, whoa, 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 can we negotiate? Because there's not enough words in the dictionary to get me out of that first ass whipping for that first suspension, right? And now you guys, some of you guys nodded your head and clapped for getting your butts whipped back in the day. How many of you also remember standing up to your mom and how bad of an idea that was? Because this was that particular day for me. I've been in martial arts for a couple of years. I thought I was Billy Badass, right? So I decided the only way to get myself out of this first ass whipping was to disarm my mother. Some of y'all are looking at me like, were you that dumb? Yes. But you know the old saying, you can't be old and wise unless you were once young and dumb, right? I'm waiting for that wise shit to kick in. But anyway, I decided I'm going to disarm my mother. If you ever been in martial arts, you know you pivot on the balls of your feet, right? So I practiced that shit the whole walk home. I'm walking home like this. My friend's like, what are you doing? I was like, not getting my ass beat. I know that, right? So I finally get home, right? My mom's there. She's like assumed the position. So there I am. Sorry about the view over here. But I'm sitting there, right? I'm waiting for her. And she swings. I'm like, whoop! I did the noise and everything. I swear to God. And her face was just like yours, right there. What the hell is going on right now? Yes. And I'm standing there with the belt in one hand and realized I hadn't thought past this point. I had not thought past this point whatsoever. So now I've got the belt in one hand and hopes and dreams in the other. He said the first thing that came to my mind, I was like, I'm a man now, mama. I ain't gonna get hit with your belt no more, mama. She punched me right in my mouth. And I was wearing braces. Oh, now it's child abuse. Shut up. But now I've got the belt in the hand. I reach up, I touch my lip. I got blood on one finger. I got the belt in the other, and it turns into a Bruce Lee movie. I'm like, wah, ha, ha. Wah, ha, ha. Wah, ha, ha. Yeah, because that was the night I found out that my mom is more of a man than I'll ever be, okay? Listen, guys, thank you for your time. You guys are ready for a show? You guys ready for your headliner this evening? This woman, man, she's one of my personal friends. I've known her for many years. She tours all over the country, all over the world. We got her here tonight. You can check her out. She's got 3 of her hour-long specials on YouTube for free. She's got her 4th coming because she just got done recording it just a couple of weeks ago. Please help me welcome the one, the only, Liz Mee.